Hey folks, as promised, here's a quick video to explain what I've created. As you can see, it's all finished and it works. Yay. So let me take a few bits out and show you what it does. On the bottom there's a brass plug which holds the battery in. You can open it up with a coin and the battery just slips out. Voila. Inside there, hopefully you can see, there's a brass bolt threaded into the Wenge wood of the top cap, and trapped underneath it is a spade end crimp connector with all of the negative terminals. So negative end of the battery drops in there. The positive to the chip is soldered into this brass sleeve, and the plug screws on, presses against the battery positive and makes the connection. So whack that in there. Tighten it up with my penny. It goes in nice and flush. Mod sits down on it nicely, and that turns it on. There's an SX350 chip in here. Batteries on this side. They're in separate chambers. So the chip is sitting about here, and at the bottom is the USB. 5 clicks to turn on the chip, and then it's single button operation, so it's the tippy left and right to do your plus and minus buttons, and she works a charm. Happy days. Underneath the ATI is a 510 connector that I picked up from the Sunbox guy, the Del Sol guy at Vape Fest. He kindly sold me this 22mm 510, which has a drilled out brass pin which is about an inch long. It comes right down to about here, and it's threaded, which allowed me to drill out the top of the U-can, thread it and screw it onto that pin and make a really nice seal between the U-can and the 510. And speaking of the U-can, that is, the top cap is, as I say, threaded onto that pin and then glued in to the wood here, so it's like permanently fitted, and the U-can actual tank will unscrew and drop out through the hole here in the bottom, and you just press the bottom of the can to squonk the juice up through the connector. So I can just unscrew this, you see, and it drops out through the bottom. As you can see, it's full of yummy homemade Nessie's nectar. There's the rubber tube coming off of the pin from the 510. So screw that back in. It does screw back in. Ooh, except it's a bit juicy and that makes it a little bit slippery. So I'm going to have to get the OT towel on it. There we go. It does work, honestly. Voila. And then the ATI is just an Oregon with the squonk conversion. So if I screw that back in, Happy days. Whip the top cap off. And you should see, if I push the button in the bottom, we has juice. Fantastic. And she vapes. So there you go. That's my new toy. Hope you liked it. I'm particularly pleased with my little wooden screen bezel that I made. It's very heavy, nice and solid. It's also very, very small. Disappears in my hand. Alright, so there we go. Thanks for watching. Try it.